Hi. Today we will discuss very important thing we commonly use, a coffee. Coffee is one of the very popular drink across the globe. Though in India, many people in North India prefer tea over coffee, but globally, coffee is more popular and drunk by many people, and many people loves coffee. So what we can import? What are the good and bad things about coffee? So suppose many people who have more than 2 or 3 cups of coffee per day, they should know what are the bad things and what are the good things. So first we'll discuss about the bad things. The first is a dependency. If you are regularly drinking coffee 2 3 cups over a period of time, it will make a kind of addiction. In that particular point of time, if you don't drink coffee, you feel little agitated and you lose that focus. So coffee causes addiction compared to tea. And second thing is acid reflux. Coffee per se doesn't cause acid reflux, but people who have already having acid reflux or a gastric issue, my suggestion is avoid coffee in an empty stomach, or whenever they have a flare up of acid reflux, don't take coffee at that time. Third thing is coffee can impair the absorption of certain nutrients, especially if you keep on drinking 4 5 times type coffee every day. It may impair the absorption of some very important nutrients like iron, calcium, taurine, and so. So that make sure you limit to the coffee intake to maximum 2 or 3 cups in a day. And fourth is coffee can disrupt your sleep because coffee has a half-life of 6 to 8 hours. If you take a coffee, especially after 5 o'clock, then your sleep get disturbed. So you want to take a coffee, take it before 5 o'clock, and the still best is before 3 o'clock. If you take in the night 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, or just before sleep, then it will definitely disturb your sleep and increase agitation. And one more thing to note is, when somebody is already anxious, agitated, that time please avoid coffee. Because when already in agitated stage, coffee can increase agitation. Because one of the very strong stimulant, it will increase agitation. And last is a sodium loss. 1 cup of coffee cause around 600 units of sodium loss through urine. So every time you drink coffee, there is a sodium loss. So if you have multiple times coffee, so you have multiple times sodium loss. So how to prevent it? To prevent sodium loss, if you're drinking coffee more than twice or thrice or more than that, make sure that you have electrol mixed water in between so that your sodium loss will be prevented, and this electrol water or electrol mixed water also give you some energy. So this is how you have to have multiple times of coffee in a day. Then make sure that you're drinking electrol mixed water once or twice. So these are some of the bad things about coffee. All coffee lovers must know. So what are the good things? Coffee has a 1,000-year history and is one of the healthy drink. Coffee is very healthy. What is unhealthy sometimes is the people sugar they add in the coffee. If you have 4 5 times coffee in a day, every time you are adding a sugar, then definitely that's unhealthy. That spoils your health. And milk in the coffee. Many times people have a lactose intolerance. Eating too much of milky coffee every time is not good. So if you're having a coffee more than 2 times, I suggest shift to a black coffee. Because the coffee increases energy, attention, and performance. So it increases your productivity. If you take a coffee while you're working or doing some important task, it will increase your focus. Your attention will increase. In that way, coffee is very good. And second thing is, some research says it will decrease the incidence of neurodegenerative disorders, something like a Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's, there is no treatment for this. Parkinson's is chronically progressive disease, and people get this in old age. So they keep progressing, and there is even spite of treatment, it keeps progressing. So coffee intake is known to decrease the risk of some neuro disorders. In that way, coffee is a very healthy drink. And avoid too much of sugar and milk in the coffee. If you are a coffee lover, go for a black coffee more than the milk coffee. That's it.